Yeah, U3, live from the underground.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune in to U3 Radio, Underground, Unsigned, and Unknown. We have Houston Great, JDagr8 in the building. What up? What up?
In the building, man. In the building, man. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You welcome. I'm from Texas myself, so shout out to Texas in the building. San Antonio representing. Now, I grew up listening to Houston music, chopping and screwed music. That's how I got started into DJing. And you're not the typical Houston sound that we grew up from the 90s, early 2000s. Why do you feel like your sound is different from what we used to hearing?
I think probably because of my experience. I never wanted to kind of like sit in one space. And I think when I was working on my sound, I didn't want to have a sound that could be boxed in. So I just tried to make sure that, whenever I started like really like tightening up on my craft, I wanted to make sure that it was like a something different.
Yeah. Do you feel like Houston artists will ever get the recognition they deserve? Because I know a lot of people, they've heard of UGK, they've heard of Zero, but they don't really know them as the level of NBA Youngboy and all the other artists like that.
Man, I really don't know. That's a great question. I kind of ask myself that a lot. I think it's just going to take, I think what it's going to take for that to happen is going to take somebody very successful to bring in, the people that, that got those different sounds. I thought we would have that with Travis.
Yeah.
He got the power to make it happen. He signed the artist Don Toliver. That's it. I don't really know the details behind, why he felt to only sign one artist out of Houston, but it's gonna take some star power like that definitely to to get our sound, or to get a torch here in Houston in particular. That's just my opinion. That's actually what I'm trying to do myself. So, hopefully, man, I'll be able to do that, sometime here in the near future.
Well, I believe that you can. I wish you much success on what you're doing right now, because you're doing a lot of great things, especially in Houston. So I know you're going to do it big. Now, the last album you released in February 2020, you only had a few collabs with it. Is there a reason why in this new album, if you're working on a new album, are you going to have more collabs?
Okay, so with the collabs, so with me, it's really hard for me to collab. I gotta kind of be caught in the moment, because I don't really like make music and leave space open. So it's nothing in particular why. I guess it's just timing. Like when I'm in the studio, I finish the whole entire song. So it's really hard for me to take off one of my verses and let another nigga get on it. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be basically something that we already discussed. And then, when you're dealing with artists, I hate to say shit like this, but when you're dealing with artists from Houston, you got to put up with a lot of extra stuff. That's another reason probably why, we haven't really kind of hit the pinnacle that we need to be at, because you got to put up with, people a little bit too bougie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some like, some niggas may feel like they already made it, and, they want to be catered to in certain ways, which is, I understand. You know what I mean? I always heard it, you want to be treated a certain way, you got to carry yourself a certain way. I feel like, niggas probably overdo that. So as far as me collabing, man, it's not really my thing. It has to be organic. So I heard you ask about the next project. I'm actually working on a project now, but I'm not really focusing on albums anymore, because I feel like the albums don't get the time that you put into it. It never. You might took 100 hours to create something, and a nigga might only like skim through it and listen to 4 songs out of 20. So I'm kind of tired of that. I'm at a place right now in my career where more than money, more than anything, I just want to be appreciated for my work. And I feel like if I just keep bird feeding them, I'll be more appreciated versus giving them a whole project of me.
I agree with that. Singles is where it's at. That's where a lot of people are going, especially since this pandemic hit. And recently, February, you dropped a new single, Success Nightmares. Now, I listened to it and I understand what you're going through and what you were trying to portray in it. Do you feel like now that you are, hitting that success and you'll get recognized and I guess famous, you could say, do you feel like Success Nightmare is what you see? You see all that in your life?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I guess the reason why I named it that, because of, it could be a dream come true. Success could be a dream come true, or it could be a nightmare. And the nightmare part will come definitely from the people around you. The people around you can make your success a living nightmare by thinking that your work is theirs, or like you work this hard for them. I've actually had a couple of incidents previously, like very, very recently, where some people that I was like looking out for, from my heart, they felt like I had to do something for them versus, letting me do it for myself. They felt like it's my job to do it for them. So I think that's why I named that song that Success Nightmares. Because like I said, man, it could be a nightmare, or it could be something really, really good, man. And where I'm at right now in my life, I just like to manifest things, and I already know it's coming. You know what I mean? So I know that the future is very, very bright. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing because it's working right now. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, man, it's gonna work in a different way to where I'm able to, put people on bigger pedestals. I'm just glad that there's people that love what they do as much as I love what I do. That's what it's about. Clicking in with people that got a passion for what they're doing. So I appreciate this interview.
No, I appreciate you doing what you did. I like that you did that video and wanted to reach out to bloggers, radio stations, no matter how big and small, because it lets you know that you didn't forget about I guess they quote the little people, how they want to say, because sometimes people reach that success and they just want to forget about the other people. But it's like, no, I want to reach out to everybody, which is good because you get your music out there no matter what.
Right.
But what made you decide to do that? Was it just like for the moment?
No, I just, I got a couple millionaire friends, that I talk to from time to time. And, a lot of them, they like to use this phrase, don't do it for the money. When you do it for other reasons, the money is automatic. But, when you're coming from a broken system where money changes everything, for people like me, or people like us in particular, because that's who I talk to. I talk to people that's like me, or people that were like me. You know what I mean? Like when you come from a broken system of poverty, your number one focus in life is gonna always be money, like always. And it's easy for a nigga to tell you don't focus on the money if he got 100 million put up and he debt free. You know what I mean? So, I've been hearing that my entire life, man. Don't focus on the money, man. You know what I mean? Focus on building. And, my entire life, man, I've never gotten, if I can be completely honest with you, I've never gotten filthy rich focusing on money. So this year, man, I wanted to come in here. I've gotten wealthy, but I haven't gotten rich.
Yeah.
And, rich meaning I can buy whatever I want, not just some things. I'm talking about whatever. House, cars, jets. Like I got a long list of things that I want to get. So this year I just wanted to start it off different. I wanted to start it off giving instead of taking. Before I had dropped the blog post with the bloggers, I did a post saying I wanted to work with 10 artists out of the city, and I was gonna get them a free feature. I actually charge for features. Like that's how I live. Like I live off of music.
Yeah.
And I did that. I kept my word. So I was like, okay, cool. What do I want to do next for people that I feel like they're not getting the recognition that they deserve? And that's when, I was like, okay, cool. Let me do the bloggers next. I'm gonna keep going. As much as it come to me, I just understand how it works. You know what I mean? So like I said, the millionaires, they all told me the same thing. Don't focus on the money. So this is the first time in my life I'm not focusing on money right now. First time in my life, man, I'm focusing on more so helping and giving at all costs. Like I said, you've seen the post. I don't care if you got 200 followers or 2,000 followers. Like, let's get it. You know, it starts somewhere. You got to build those relationships because these are the interviews that no one ever forget.
I agree with that 100%. Now you have a video out, Daybirth. Tell us a little bit about the concept behind the video and about the name of the song for people who haven't seen it or heard it.
Daybirth is my last work, my latest work. I wanted to drop that song. Well, of course, it's a birthday song, something that'll last forever. But I guess when I kind of got in the mood of when I was writing it, I was thinking of something that I can come in different. Like Daybirth, it was like a new introduction to me. You know, so it's essential in everything, in the name and everything. As artists, we get so caught up into this dark image of, you know, never smiling, just being really, really dark, being real gangster, just, you know, just everything. I think artists think that that's what you're supposed to do as a rapper. I feel like that's what they think. And I was just like, okay, you know, I feel like that. It seems like it when you look at it from the outside looking in, like, I guess this is what being a rapper is darkness. Yeah. So I was like, I told my brothers, I was like, man, I wanna reintroduce myself before the beginning of next year, but I want to do it in a brighter way. You know, I want to do it in a way to where people can see me as a little bit more approachable than what they've been doing in the past. Because in the past, man, you know, someone would look at me and be like, he's not approachable, but I'm a loving person. But, you know, I wasn't really that approachable. So I feel like Daybirth is an easier way to market myself. And then niggas will know that, you know, I can do a little bit of everything too.
Now that DJ School biopic, if you want to call it that, is coming out soon. I know a lot of Houston people are excited for it. Do you feel like that would help not only put Houston on the map, but get that recognition they deserve? And do you feel like any other Houston artists deserve a biopic?
As far as recognition, I don't think that it's gonna really too much do recognition. I think what it do is it'll go deep into the depths of the culture of Houston. I always felt like people already done dug into it,
they
but more
a lot.
you know, that's how I felt. I think more so the best part about that is it's praising DJ Screw. So yeah. I like the fact that it's praising him more than anything. And I feel like if there's any other artists in the city that would deserve that, I think it's a couple of them. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna really be the up and coming artists. I think Travis deserved one, for sure. You know what I mean? Beyonce, she probably already had a couple of them already.
Yeah.
That Bon B, you know, like people like that. And of course, man, you know, when I get to where I go, I'm gonna need one too. You know what I'm saying? So they need to save me one.
I like that. I agree with that 100%. I like that. In a lot of your posts, you always mention God in a lot of your posts, which is good because some artists don't like to, you know, mention that. They always say, I got it on my own. It just fell out the sky. Why do you feel like it's important to mention that when other people just want to like?
I just try to lead by example. You know, like I said, I'm trying to break all the barriers of what people think you're supposed to do as a rapper. It's fun to say I got it out the mud. That's like another saying now. I did it by myself. I was just talking to one of my homies about that today. People just don't. People need to focus more on the spiritual life anyways. You know, and I always say God. I don't ever go into depths. I don't ever say Jesus. I don't ever say Christ, nothing. Yeah. I just say God because it's something that everybody can, you know, it's something that we all can agree on, you know, that there's a God. And, you know, you gotta be thankful. We know that it's a little bit more to life than, you know, what's in front of us right now. Clearly, you know what I mean? A blessing you would be a miracle to a homeless man. You know what I mean? So, you know, with that being said, man, I just try to make sure, man, that, you know, along my journey here, man, that I'm as grateful as possible. And I try to show people, you know what I mean, that I'm grateful because, you know, this is a part of the story. You know, the stories is, every story starts with one page. You know what I mean? Some people got a dictionary. Some people got a little picture book, a little Dr. Seuss book. You know, but we the ones writing it right now. So God gotta get the glory. for mines, for sure.
I agree with that, and I like that. Are you on Clubhouse? Did you get the Clubhouse bug?
Yeah, I've been on it, man, but I got this little niche about social media to where I try to balance myself out, you know, and it's just too much for me, you know. It's too much for me, and then I'm a visual person, so it's hard for me to talk to a lot of people that I can't see. So I'll be quiet. You know what I mean? Like I want people to represent themselves. You know, like when I see you, like show me this, what you're talking about, how you feel. You feel me? And besides that, it's just too much social media for me. Like I stopped doing Snapchat. I just focus on Instagram right now. Of course, Instagram and
Twitter.
Not even Twitter, man. Not even. I ain't caught that Twitter bug. I still haven't figured out Twitter. I just focus on Instagram and like Spotify and Apple Music. I use those as social media platforms. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to, you know, I think that'd be the problem with us is we be doing so much stuff that we can't get great at nothing because we doing too much shit at one time. So I'm trying to get this done first. And then maybe when I get to, you know, like 10 million followers there, then I'll slide somewhere else. But I'm trying to focus. I need this house built right here first.
What advice do you have for any young artist who's doing music and, you know, they can be kind of iffy, especially now since we're in the middle of a pandemic and, you know, a lot of stuff got closed down, especially the performances, studios?
Advice
or words of encouragement to keep them going?
I got a little bit of both. I guess my advice to them is don't do this if you don't love it right now, you know, because you're gonna see more cloudy days than you're gonna see sunny days on this road to music. This is a long journey, you know. You're gonna spend more money than you're making maybe your first 3-4 years. So I guess only thing I can kind of tell you to that encourage you is if you keep going, it's gonna work out regardless. That's anything in life. You know, you gotta keep going and you literally gotta go overtime. And same with you, you know, with the blogging, It's the same thing. You gotta go overtime. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you'll catch a break. You know, you might have caught a break right now. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it goes. You just gotta keep going. And sooner or later, you know, shit start popping off, man. But you know, you ain't gonna never know if you stop. You know, you gotta love it, clearly. So that's my advice for him.
I love that advice, because if you don't love it, you're not going to put your all into it, and then your work is going to end up sloppy. That's just how I look at it.
Facts.
Well, thank you, JDagr8, for being on my show. It's a pleasure to have you. H-Town, San Antonio, you know, only 3 hours away. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
I wish you much success on what you're doing right now. You're doing great right now. I know you got more greatness coming 2021. So it's a pleasure to have you on my show. Make sure you go ahead and follow him on Instagram. That's what he said he mostly used. And make sure you check out his music, Spotify, iTunes. Check out the new video, Day Birth. That's on YouTube. And it should go DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and we are signing out.
I won't you down. I hold you down. Yeah. She be on my dick so hard you think I pop Viagra. I don't want no smoke, so I got my hands up. She say cause you light skin don't mean you handsome. She don't get no dick, then she throw a tantrum. Got a bitch in the back, got a hoe in the front. One counting the money, the other ordering lunch. I'm a big dog in my fucking city. It ain't no bad bitch that ain't fucking with me. These niggas prayed on my downfall for so long. Had me asking God what a nigga did wrong. Cause I done fought some cases and I'm far from undefeated. But I will never fold or let you fuck niggas defeat me. I'm a dog, but I say that cause I'm loyal. If I love you, then you know that I won't put no one before you. As my niggas, as my bitch, they gon' tell you that this real. One of the realest niggas win, and I can't tell you how that feel. I've caught cases with some niggas and I never told. Cause real niggas never fold. And real niggas keep the call. Real niggas keep the call. Drop a big bag on your your fucking face, call that Zulu. Catch a case, I'ma do the race, what would you do? Pretty Spanish bitch on my dick, got a new. Nigga try to jack, let it go, now he noodles. 2 shots to the body, make them do the Macarena. Head, shoulder, knees, and toes, nigga, I'm a painter. Big dog, I got big guns with a big kick. If I gotta shoot, then my partner set a big pick. Or I'm not the nigga for clout, I get that money and bounce. No, they gon' hate, that's why I make sure it count. I want a triple amount, already lost. I hit the bottom before, I really slept on the floor. Nigga, no joke, I got no reason to lie. Know what it's like to be poor. Bitch, I'm blessed now, nigga, sitting on 6 figures. Big crib from the basement, big tigger. They gon' still find a way to hate gold figures. Bitch, niggas tryna dick ride gold diggers. Took a break off from rap, cause my shorty had cancer. Niggas saying I fell off, others said I was cancer. You don't know what it's like to see your loved one in that bed with them needles in their arm. Doctors say it's looking bad, that shit fucking with my head. Felt she needed me more. Dropped the EP and they still expecting me to do more. What you expect from a real nigga like me? I drop every week, make them call me Nike. Shorty cancer free, yeah, I got a IC. See, this ain't what you want, this is God's timing. Ain't no complaint, I had to figure it out. Ain't get no love from the radio, I had to bounce. I had to switch up the route, like ain't this the shit that they pay you for, they ain't believe. They made me taper than beef jerky. I told myself, boy, keep working, cause these niggas hate gon' keep coming. As long as they hate, we'll keep thumbing. Shit. And I racked up $1 million in assets during 2020, during the pandemic. 2021, I expect to be that up times 10, nigga. JDagr8. I'm blessed now, nigga, sitting on 6 figures. Big crib from a basement, big ticket. They gon' still find a way to hate gold figures. Bitch, niggas tryna dig ride gold.